Qualicare is a local business that provides personal support and nursing to clients in their own home. We have Richard Hennigar here with us today. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
You are the Executive Director of Qualicare Newmarket.
Yep.
Fairly new business in terms of being up here.
Correct.
Okay. And for basically, I gave a one sentence, but what is Qualicare?
Yeah, Qualicare is a company that's been around in Toronto for a little over 11 years, and my wife and I have just opened up the local office. So we've been open for 3 or 4 months now and working to get the word out. But yeah, we provide everything from personal support and companionship right through registered nursing support, and really trying to, get people out of hospital and allow them to stay out of hospital and stay in their own homes as long as they can.
Right. And certainly there is a need for that with baby boomers, with the aging population.
Yeah, there's a huge need for it, and there's probably 2 main groups of clients that we're looking at today. One is the person who's in the hospital and is working to get better, be discharged from the hospital, get home, and stay home. And for those people, we can help them through all 3 of those phases, help them in the hospital, help them with the discharge planners and the social workers to understand the discharge instructions and understand what care is going to be required when they do get home, and then help them to put that care in place. Because when people are leaving the hospital, if the right support structure is not in place for them when they get home, then oftentimes they just end up back in a merge, and they don't want that, the hospital doesn't want that. So we can help to ease that transition. The other group of people that we're often talking to are baby boomers, people who are getting on in age, and if you ask most baby boomers how they envision retirement years and beyond, they want to stay in their own homes as long as they can versus going into a retirement home or another facility type setting. And oftentimes 4 hours a day of having somebody come in and provide a little extra support is all that they need to stay in their home where they're generally going to be happier and healthier versus the alternative. Yeah. So
some of the more intense medical requirements to something like personal care and just kind of companionship.
Yeah, we do. We've got a list in the office where we brainstormed all the different services we can provide and do provide, and it's 4 or 5 pages long because it really does depend on what the client needs. We've got the registered nurses who can help with that medical requirement. Our personal support workers, we've got a great team of people that go in and they do all the things that a personal support worker typically does in terms of helping with mobility and toileting and bathing and those types of things. But then we're there to help that patient and help the family, so we also may do a crossword puzzle with them. We might run to the pharmacy and pick up their meds. We might read them a book, help them change the channel on the TV. Really, we like to go in and take a bit of a wider angle at the situation and understand how can we help out. And
it's not just for people who are elderly, though. There are people with different conditions or different medical requirements of various ages that you guys do service for as well.
Yeah, certainly the majority of the people that we're helping are elderly, but if somebody's in the hospital for a surgery, that sort of thing, and they need that little extra support when they come home until they're back on their feet, that's absolutely a service that we're able to provide as well.
Well, you talk about the services that somebody needs. Often they don't know what they need. I mean, going in for surgery or that's stressful enough on a family. You have no idea afterwards the type of care that you need. So having somebody come in and sit down with you is a valuable resource.
Yeah, and being in the area, oftentimes, we'll get that phone call where people they know that they need some help, but they're not sure what's out there and what can be provided. So, I always encourage, people to give me a call. We'll come to the house, sit around the kitchen table, really work to understand their situation, and then be able to suggest ways that we can help or ways that other agencies can help. We'll suggest government-funded programs as well and make sure that they understand all their options and we're putting in a solution that's right for them.
I suppose smart to maximize what the government will offer and then find those gaps where you guys can
absolutely.
And carry the ball
many of our cases, the government provides some level of service, say in the morning, but it's just not enough for the family. So then we come in the afternoon and supplement that.
I would imagine it's a bit of a matching game as well. That sounds like a light term, but it really is when you sit down and talk to somebody about the type of care that they need. It also would then, you would look at the different people that are working with you that would be the best fit for them.
Absolutely. I think we've got a great team of caregivers already. We're fairly new, but we've got a little over 20 caregivers right now on the team. And yeah, there's different strengths and weaknesses. So part of my role when I'm meeting with a family and meeting with a client is to understand what they want. Are they, some of them want somebody who's a really great cook, right? So we've got some caregivers who are great at cooking and will bake a loaf of bread with the client as well. Others of our caregivers aren't great cooks, but they've got other strengths. So it's finding that right match so that everybody's happy.
It's amazing that you can put that kind of care to personality and lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
That you're able to put the time to be able to find that, as you put in matchmaking, almost to a caregiver, to a client.
We're not always perfect. Sometimes we don't get that right match out of the gate, but then we work hard to make an adjustment if we need to. Yeah.
If somebody wants to start the ball rolling, how do they do that? Is there a website that has the information?
There's a bunch of different ways to get in touch with me. They can phone me, 289-340-0295. There's a website, www.qualicare.com/Newmarket, and they can find us on Facebook as well, looking for Qualicare Newmarket.
And that kind of starts the information rolling, and certainly if they have questions or more of a defined need, that it's best to sit down and chat with somebody with your business.
Yeah, there's lots of great information on the website that they can start with, and then they can give me a call.
Very good. Very good. Well, that's a lot of information for somebody to take in, but it's like a light bulb for a lot of people to go, this is what I've been waiting for. So thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
All right, Orchard Beach is coming up next. Stay tuned. You don't want to miss it.